Good morning, students. Welcome to TMPS online classes. Myself, Pankaj Mishra, your physics teacher, here again with a new lecture on physics class. So, student, in this lecture, we are going to start with a new chapter, and the name of the chapter is Force and Pressure. So, we have to start force and pressure. We'll start with the first topic, that is force. So, first of all, I'll be telling you about force only. So, do you know what is force? As you have studied in your previous classes, like in 6th, 5th class, you have studied when we push or pull of an object. When we push or pull of an object, like this, in this figure, you can see this boy is pushing this object to this side. So, what is happening? This object is pushing, that means he is applying a force. And in this case, you can see the object is pulling this object towards him. Then this shows that again the boy is applying a force towards it. So in both the cases, force is applied. So we can say that force means push or pull of an object. But if you will talk about some different definition, then we have a definition for that. Force is an external agent. We can say that force is an external agent which produces change in the state of a body. That can change the state of a body either from rest to motion or from motion to rest. By this example, you can see like earlier, the object was in state of rest when this boy was not applying force. But what happened when the boy has applied force on this body will get displaced from this position to like this position. So in this case, which agent has done this part? So it is force. So that's why we say force is an external agent that can change state of a body either from rest or from rest to motion or from motion to rest. Now we will talk about effect of force. So what effect force can produce in a body? So in the first case, like you can see, force can produce change in the position of an object. Like when we apply force, position of an object can change. That we have studied in the last example. Next is force can produce change in the shape and size of an object. Like when you press a balloon, what will happen? It will get compressed. When you fill it with air, its size also increases. In both the cases, you can see on applying force, when you are pouring air inside the balloon get expanded. So in that case also, force is applied due to which the shape and size of the balloon will change. So we can say force can produce change in the position of an object. Force can produce change in the shape and size of an object. Force can also produce change in the speed of an object. Like suppose you are driving a car, and when you accelerate the accelerator, what will happen? You are applying force, then only the speed of the car will get increased. So in that case also, force is required in order to increase the speed. Next case is force can produce change in the direction of an object. Like when a boy kick a ball or a football, what will happen if we stop it? That means if some hurdle comes in between, then what will happen? The ball will get stopped. But what will happen if we'll kick it to the right side or the left side? That means we can change the direction. Like what we do in driving a car also. When we apply force on the steering of the car to the left side, what happens? The tires of the car get moved towards the left side or towards the right side. That all these things are happening just because of the force. Again, you can see the example. These two men are applying force on this heavy log and it is being moved. That means it is being displaced just by applying this force. So I hope force ka concept that is very much clear to everyone. Now we'll study about pressure. The next topic that is given in your book is pressure. So pressure is basically represented by P, and P is equal to force upon area, that is force acting per unit area. This is area of cross section. This is the surface on which this area is being implemented. So the force acting on this unit surface area is defined as pressure, and it is represented by P. If we'll talk about the unit, later on we'll be discussing the difference between pressure and force, but here I am telling you the unit for force will be Newton. Force की unit will be Newton, and for this area meter square. So if we'll talk about the SI unit of force, pressure, so that this will be Newton per meter square, or in the other words we say Pascal. It is being given by a name of a famous scientist. Okay, Pascal's law you have to also study in higher classes. So Newton per meter square will be the SI unit, and dyne per centimeter square will be the CGS unit. Like we say Pascal, so Pascal की जगह बार भी होती है, atmospheric unit of pressure, and 1 bar is equal to 10 to the power 5 Pascal. These things also you have to learn. Next, by this example you can see, as we know pressure is equal to force upon area. So pressure depends on two things, like it is directly proportional to force and inversely proportional to area of cross section. By this example you can see there is a what we are doing, we are using a hammer, and suppose we are inserting this nail in the wall. So if this nail is blunt, that means surface area is increased. Then what will happen when we apply force on this nail, then what will happen is the area of cross section is greater, so pressure applied will be less, because they are inversely proportional. But in case of this nail you can see it is, in this case when the area of cross section is now being reduced, so in that case what will happen, pressure will be increased. So by this you can say that more will be the pressure if area of cross section will be less, and less will be the pressure if area of cross section is more. They are vice versa. Okay, so by this example you can understood it easily. Now we'll deal with the formulas that you have to study regarding the numericals. Like pressure is force by area, so if you want to calculate force in terms of pressure and area, then this will be cross multiply. Force is equal to pressure into area, and area if you want to calculate, this will be force upon pressure. So by the help of single formula you can derive so many other formulas also. Now we'll discuss the difference between pressure and force. So first we'll start, थोड़ा slide वो करो छोटा. First we'll start with force. So first we'll write the definition of force and pressure. Like force is an external agent which can change the state of a body. Force is an external agent that can change the state of a body. While in case of pressure, pressure is a kind of force, normal force acting on a unit surface area. Later on you have to study about thrust also, which is known as normal force acting per unit area. But if we are talking about normal pressure, that is equal to force acting per unit area. Force does not depend on the applied surface area. This is very important. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. We have a formula for force also. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. That is why we can say that force depends on mass and acceleration of an object. But while in this case pressure is inversely proportional to area of cross section, which shows that it depends on both the things, like it depends on force and as well as area of cross section. Now we'll talk about the units of these two quantities. So force की unit will be Newton and pressure की unit will be Pascal, or you can say Newton per meter square. But CGS unit will be यहाँ पे dyne हो जाएगी, and in this case this will be equal to dyne per centimeter square. Now if we talk about the physical quantity terms, so we can say that force will be a vector quantity, while as pressure will be a प्रेशर क्या हो जाएगी, इट विल बी फोर्स अपॉन एरिया. सो वेक्टर अपॉन स्केलर, ठीक है. सो यू हैव टू लर्न अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट ऑल्सो, बिकॉज इट विल हैव मैग्नीट्यूड एंड डायरेक्शन बोथ, सो you have to write that part also. So student, this was all for today. I hope you will like this video, and just go through my video thoroughly and try to complete all the notes that what I have taught you in the class. Thank you so much.